Hello guys, Mr. Fluffy Pants here, and today guys another video, and today guys I'm reviewing Ford v Ferrari, which was released last year, which stars Matt Damon and Christian Bale, and directed by James Mangold, who, directed a bunch of movies and is a producer of even more movies, but this movie was released last year, and this movie was on my radar last year. I just never got around to watching it, just because I saw, I think it was, close to 50 movies last year, and I do regret not seeing this last year, because honestly, this probably would have made my top 10 list. This movie is awesome. And my friend going, this was I think one of his favorite movies of last year, and he's been telling me to watch it for a while, and now I finally got around to it, and let me just say, it definitely did not disappoint. And let me just say, this movie is a little bit long. It's 2 hours and 30 minutes, but it uses that time to its advantage. And also, this review will contain spoilers, so if you haven't watched yet, please go watch it. You will not be disappointed. But Ford v Ferrari follows the story of Carroll Shelby, which is a car designer, played by Matt Damon, and Ken Miles, played by Christian Bale, which is a kind of a professional car driver, I guess. But they are kind of hired from the Ford company, written by Henry Ford II, to build a car that can beat the Ferrari in the Le Mans 24-hour race in Italy, or not Italy, in France, because, they're kind of like big competitors, and Ford's never won it, and they're like, you know what, we want to win, especially because early in the movie, you see Ford's trying to acquire Ferrari because, they're kind of financial trouble, but then Fiat gets a little whiff of that, and they're like, hell no, we're going to buy Ferrari from them so they can't have it. So then that even adds more bad blood, and then, the CEO of Ferrari, I can't say that right, but bad mouth, Henry Ford, and, then he's like, okay, it's war now, so, they get the best car designer in the country, Carroll Shelby, and let's just say Carroll Shelby, and which is also kind of friends with Ken Miles. He knows he can't do it without Ken Miles, so, he does get him on board, but this movie is honestly a battle between the, I guess the best way to explain it is a battle between the artisan and the corporation, I guess, because Carroll Shelby and Ken Miles are kind of like the artist of this car, which they do end up creating the I think it's the Ford GT40, I believe. Not a really big car guy. Let me just also say, you do not have to be a car guy to watch this movie. This movie is awesome. Even the director, James Mangold, said, "I want to make a movie about cars, even enjoyable if you're not a car guy," because he said he's not even a car guy, which I do commend that, and he definitely succeeded, I would definitely say. But and also, the performances in this movie are just absolutely awesome. Matt Damon and Christian Bale are easily, I don't know if they even got nominated for Actor of the Year last year, but especially Christian Bale, though, but, both characters are very enjoyable. And honestly, I draw a lot of parallels with the kind of mood and the overall tone of the movie, and kind of the way it feels to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, directed by Quentin Tarantino last year. Honestly, I feel like these movies are a lot closer than I don't think I've really heard anybody compare them, but honestly, they're kind of in the same vein, around the same time period. You get some big actors like Matt Damon, Christian Bale, kind of like with Leonardo DiCaprio and God, I'm forgetting his name, but honestly, there's some strong parallels there, and the chemistry between Christian Bale and Matt Damon's character is honestly awesome. And there's that whole tug of war between the corporations, Ford, and the creative liberties of creating this car, and Shelby knows he can't do it without Miles, and and like they see throughout the movie, Miles is very difficult to work with, but once they do, genius is made. But and also the car races in this movie are absolutely thrilling. I was just watching on my TV, and especially during when Ken is racing during the Daytona to see without him knowing that he can race in the Le Mans race. My heart was beating, and I can't even imagine watching this on the big screen. Whoo, especially since Shelby's whole company's on the line during that. And then, the whole 24 hours race in Le Mans takes, a whole 40 minutes of the movie, which is very spectacular. And, the whole thing where, he can't shut his door and all that, that's all pulled out from real life. And also the really big jerk bag from the Ford Corporation. I forgot his name, honestly. I think it's like Leo or something. He's like telling Ken to slow down because he's so far ahead, and he's like, slow down because we want all three Fords to finish the race at the same time. And you're just like, man, that's such a dick move. But and then Ken's like, I think he realized, like, he's accomplished what he wanted to in his in his own personal self. So he's just like, you know what, I accomplished what I want to do. I've proven to myself. So you know what, I'm just going to do what he asked. And it's very unfortunate that that kind of stole the pride of him winning the race, because they were they really stole it from him. And and then he's just like, you know what, I mean, come on, Shelby or whatnot. But honestly, just really, really kind of depressing there, because, he definitely deserved it. He built that car, and also, let's just talk about the death scene. Like, it's just so sudden. Also, I love the narration over it, like, kind of beginning of the movie, too, but, just the narration over it, and you don't really see, you just see like this cloud of smoke in the background, and his son, and you're just like, man, that's just so sad and depressing. But you see that it really affected Carol Shelby, which I don't know, it's just really sad and depressing. But I think it does go towards a good part of the story, though. Like, it like advances the story. But they were foreshadowed earlier in the movie when his son was asking, what about the door doesn't open to the one guy that helped him design the car. But which I thought that was going to play into something with, his door not shutting at the beginning of the La Manche race, but I guess it didn't, but kind of weird. And also, I do love the part that, they engineer a whole thing where they have to change the brakes of the car. They kind of get in trouble, and they're like, sorry, but that's not in the rule books, which, it wasn't. But overall, Ford v Ferrari, first of all, like I said, don't have to be a car guy to love a car movie. Instant win in my book, honestly. The characters are very enjoyable. The overall storyline is great, I think. Like I said, it doesn't really waste a single minute of the 2 hours and 30-minute runtime. But Christian Bale and Matt Damon are awesome. Like I said, thrilling race scenes, and overall, I just honestly love this movie. Like, I'm gonna give this movie like a 9.7 out of 10. Like, it's just honestly amazing, and I can't believe I didn't see it last year. And I think I've heard some people say, they just don't make movies like this anymore, and that's honestly kind of true. Like, this kind of feels like a I guess like a Robert Zemeckis movie from like the 90s, like Forrest Gump and whatnot. But like I said, 9.7 out of 10, absolutely loved it. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts down below, what you guys think about Ford v Ferrari. Check out my Twitter and Discord link in the description. Like and subscribe for more. Check out some other videos, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.